Saturday, April 27th at 7:40 in the morning. We're at Ona Beach State Park. We're here for the ODF surf perch workshop, and here's all the instructors, and we got all the rods and reels ready, but the instructors are now starting to put hooks on leaders and get ready for the class. So want to thank all the volunteers here for coming out, and we start registration in about 20 minutes. Okay, so it's about 8:25 and it's almost cutoff time now for the ODF workshop. I think we have everybody but 2 or 3 participants here. So we're gonna go do a sand shrimp, surf shrimp demo, and then do a rig tying demo by Matthew Hun, and then we're gonna head out to fish.
All right, let's give a round of applause for our instructors and Jay Cam here for putting on this awesome workshop. We're gonna have a good time.
You're welcome.
And if y'all don't catch fish, it's your own fault. All right, so scheduled for today, we're gonna do a couple demos this morning. Demos for rigging, and then also surf shrimp, sand shrimp collecting. All right, and then everybody make sure that, so instructors, make sure you got a radio. We will have somebody here back at camp with another radio. Anything happens, you find your instructor, call. Everybody needs a wader belt. I don't have mine yet. I gotta find it. Safety is paramount. If there's anything that happens out there that you're uncomfortable with, don't keep pushing it. Come back if it ain't safe. I think that's about it.
Okay, so if anybody wants to quit early, just tell your instructor. I've asked them to walk you back, and then the people who want to keep fishing, then we'll pass them off to another group. But I want to make sure who people are coming back, they get back safely. But feel free to quit whenever you want. And then we're going to try and get back about 10:45, because at 11 o'clock, rain probability goes to 75%. So we're trying to speed things up a little bit. Okay, Nick, you're up. So we're gonna have a sand shrimp demo first. This is how to tie the bait onto the hook. If you are in the back, you're gonna wanna get close because you're not gonna be able to see back there. So Nick, go up here.
Ask questions.
And you can do a semicircle. I would go, only if you don't know how to do sand shrimp. If you want to learn how to do sand shrimp, just move over here. Here, let me get out of the way. So just to let you know, I think sand shrimp is the best bait, but there's lots of debate. Clam necks are really good too, but real bait will usually always outfish plastic baits. I use plastic only because I'm too lazy.
So, there's many ways to do this. What I like to do is
Come over here.
get as big of a presentation as you can get on here. Where I usually start is kind of right behind the head. This part of the shell is pretty tough, and it kind of helps hold it on there. So I usually go in through back there, pop it out, slide it up a little ways, and then I just get it on there another spot through the body, bring it back through, and then kind of just, make it take up as much of the hook as you can, just kind of as big of a chunk and as much of a presentation as you can get on there. Then the most important part is this string. If you don't have it, if you're casting way out there, flinging it, you probably get maybe 1 cast if you don't use this stuff. So this is essential. If you go to the bait shops, they have it in different diameters. You want to get as thin probably as you can, maybe not as absolutely as thin as you can, but I've accidentally bought stuff that was too thick and it doesn't hold the way this does. So once you get it on here, I just kind of hold it with my hands, just to kind of keep it the shape that I want and as big as I can get it on there. Then just use this as much as you can. You want to go up and down the whole thing, just so you're able to hold it in place. Like I'll even wrap it around like the eye of my hook up here, just for leverage to hold it on there. And then just down to the bottom, back up.
So notice how many times he's wrapping it.
A bunch of times. And then to break it off, all you do is just pull it and it hangs on there pretty well. You just want to make sure your hook is exposed still, and then just try to give yourself as big of a chunk on there as you can.
Yeah, so you can use the same process for clam necks too.
Yeah.
It'll keep them on there a lot longer.
Any questions?
And
That looks way better presentable than the ones I do.
Well, I mean, it's
you
like,
want to show them what surf shrimp looks like? You got.
feet up, go up towards the eye of the hook, and that's what I like to use, and break it off onto that, and then it doesn't come unraveled. And as the fish kind of peck it apart and you have to rebait, the string will still be on there, and it's kind of annoying to get off. And so I mean, that's what you want, because you can just cut through it with like scissors or just rip it off when you have to rebait. But it's definitely better to use too much than not enough, in my opinion. So. And they don't care what it looks like, as long as it's got the smell and the taste. Color helps so.
Okay, any questions? So that's sand shrimp. So the difference between this shrimp and what Matthew uses, he uses surf shrimp. So you want to go just walk around and show?
This shrimp is also located locally on the shores here. They reside 1 inch below the sand, right at the surf line. So that's what they look like. They are going to be 1 inch above where the sand crabs are. These size sand crab, about half an inch, it is perfect for surfers. They love them. But they also go for the surf shrimp. There's another name, I think, maybe called brown shrimp. I don't know what the right term is, but this is what you can find over here. It's taken by a net that is fairly durable, that can dig into the sand about an inch and a half. So this is what you're gonna see. If you find them, pick them up immediately. They are very good bait.
They don't stay on very much though.
They're shrimp.
Yeah, they're shrimp.
A bit more durable than sand shrimp. I can get a couple of casts out of these guys.
With no string though, right? You don't use string.
I don't use string.
Yeah.
No,
He makes his own special hooks that have like barbs on the inside. So that's what I would use, because I hate stretchy string. Okay, any questions? Any questions?
So if we're trying to find those things, do you just randomly go to a place, or is there something about
they're almost everywhere.
Okay.
Typically, the best time to collect is when it's outgoing tide, because what happens is it starts to bunch up the shrimp, so a larger percentage will be found that way. If you're going during incoming tide, it's not going to be, they're going to be spread out very, very far, so you'll get maybe like 20% less, 30% less than what you can typically capture. What's that?
Do you dig for them?
Yeah, you have to dig for them. I have the net's in my trunk, but it's basically a really large bar net, and I just stab it into the ground and I pull. It's 20-pound net and it's 30 pounds of sand, so your glutes get a great workout doing it this way. So that's what that is.
Yeah, any questions? He's the only guy I know that does this. Of all the Perch Club members, he's the only guy I know that harvests them and uses them on a regular basis. And he's one of the most successful guys I've fished with, a very consistent catcher.
Thank you.
Okay, well, he moves around a lot too.
And for the sand shrimp, you just go to like Taft, or just, you know, the bays where the water comes and goes out. Just like the estuaries, the sand flats, sandbars. And then you have like a shrimp gun that's kind of like those dipstick squirt guns that you used to use. And then that's how you get the sand shrimp. It's a different process in different parts of different water.
Okay,
A lot easier.
any questions?
How much of the hook is sticking out on
I don't know, I can show you, but not much. I mean,
As long as you see the barb, that'll be enough for the fish to grab it and bite it and then get retained. If you cover the barb up, it's a lot hard. It's has a higher chance that the fish will spit it out.
Okay, any questions on the shrimp? Okay, so next demo is by Matthew. You can find these pegboards of how to build them online, but Matthew built me one. They're awesome, because I'm a really crappy leader tire, and this makes it so much easier. So you can see what he's going to do.
All right, so when you guys are fishing, a lot of time terminal gears are the most expensive part. I also have built mini rig boards. I've made 8 of these for the raffle today, so some of you guys will have this. Basically, it's the same design, but it's made smaller so you can carry it in your car. This is a little bit clunky, hard to carry. But in terms of buying gear, you can save a lot of money by doing it yourself. So my recommendation is 15-pound monofilament line or fluorocarbon. So we'll start here. What you do is you basically have a peg that is you're gonna make a loop out of these pegs. I made There's a small size for like surf, and then the large size is for jetties. And so if I take this line, feeding out of this, I'm using much larger line than I normally would. I would feed it, make one loop, come through, and there will be 2 lines on the bottom, but still just the loop on top. Thread it through again, get it to the other side. It's a little bit wet. I'll just do it this way. And I'll, for now, I'll attach it so I can do this demo correctly. The spread of your loops that you see on your hooks is about 12 to 18 inches. I would suggest keeping it at 12 for beginners. The reason why is because on your rod, you want to maximize your casting distance. If your leader is very long, you're going to have a casting angle start here, and you only have about this much angle to fire with. But if you make the leader shorter, you have a little bit more energy that you can load onto your rod and fire it out to the ocean. Now, a tip for everybody here: if you're casting at this level, you're not maximizing your strength. You're only about 80%. If you raise your arm like this, now you've got 100% of your strength. This is your fulcrum, and this is your load. You want to throw it like this, and push down with your left hand. If you're right-handed, push down with your left hand this as fast as you can, and this you want to rotate it as well to give aid. So you just want to launch it as fast as you can. This will give you the maximum casting distance, so that you have the opportunity to then find out where the fish are in the surf areas. All right, so what you want to do is take a loop, and between these 2 loops, you want to loop it 7 times. Because it's so thick, I can only do it 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. So there's a loop here. Hold the loop open, take the top part and fish it through, and then put it back on top. And all you have to do is just slowly tie it. This makes your loop. It's all wet here, but. And then same thing here. You can do the same thing. 3 loops. Put it through. Tie it. Lift it up. And pull it down. Oh, that one sounds a lot better. And so this is what it should look like, where you have the loops sticking out. That's how you want to have it designed. I know this one's terrible because of the wetness, but that's essentially what it looks like. And
so you saw how fast he did that, right? much faster than me.
You can make these at home in front of your TV watching football, and it's just quite easy. And then what you can do is literally just keep making them, and then keep it on the same loop. The reel, you don't have to cut it at all. Just keep making it, and then take the entire spool to you, to fishing, and then as you break off, just pull off what you need. If you want a triple loop, pull off 3, snip. If you want a double loop, just pull off 2, then snip. That's it.
Hey, any questions?
Yeah. How do you keep them from tangling when you get a half a dozen of them tied and then you take them out to the beach?
So I typically will take a sandwich bag and do only one, and then put the sandwich bag and then tie it. Suck out all the air and then put it in, and then that way your loops are easily kept clean. So it just has to you just put one in each sandwich bag. That way that you don't have to have multiple loops into one giant thing. It'll be a tangle because you're walking and jostling it, and it'll cause you to have to spend 10 minutes trying to undo a knot.
And then what line weight do you recommend?
Weight, the ounce?
Yeah.
For 15 pound, I recommend up to 2 ounces.
And then, but just the leader.
Oh, the leader is 15 pounds. 15 mono is optimal. 10 is very light. I would probably say for the beginners, 15. I've seen people go up to 25. The reason why it gets harder to do is because you have to thread the loop through the hook.
Yeah.
And a cheater method is to use like 6-pound braided fishing line to make the loop go through the hook and then pop it out. But on average, 15 pounds is pretty easy to pull through it without doing that.
Thank you. So again, there'll be some rig boards available for the raffle when we get back. So now it's fishing time. Any last questions? And everyone's ready, right? Actually, we should probably, if you're not baited up, bait up now. It's a lot easier to bait up here than to walk down than it is to bait down on the beach. So instructors, if you can help your students bait up. Hey, there's sand shrimp. If you want to try sand shrimp, there's a little bit of stretchy string And you got surf shrimp to let everybody? And there's some surf shrimp as well if you want.
If you don't have a bait cup, go to the cooler and grab one, please.
You're welcome to start fishing anytime you want if you're baited up. Instructors, make sure your team's ready. Okay, so it's 9 o'clock now and everyone is going out to fish now. Coming back, it's Shelly Ellen Newberry with her 2 people. So let's see how they did. Shelly's usually a pretty consistent catcher down in Florence. So we'll see how they did. It's about 10:20. I asked everybody to come back in 10:45. Any luck? 32
Degrees and no fish.
A few bites.
You got it. Oh, you got some bites though.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
They were silvers. Just little.
It's still okay. Did you guys get bites?
I don't know. I
You
think
don't-
so.
oh.
After I talked to her, I think that's what it was.
Okay. Yeah, they're little. They're just little pecks, but they're definitely rapid and jerky.
Yeah, and it was pretty shallow. You know, it
Yes.
was bad drift today.
Oh,
So
really?
As it drifted this way,
Yeah.
got kind of shallow. Then a little ding, 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 ding.
You use spiders?
No,
You do hate them.
I don't like them.
I know. You see, but that's why you use them on high drift days.
I love high drift days.
Cause you walk.
Because I let it just go
Yeah.
and I let it soak.
Oh, I do
And-
too. I always let mine
At
soak.
about 1 o'clock position is when I get hit. A lot.
Oh, see, it doesn't matter to me.
10 to 2. Whether it's daytime hours 10 to 2.
That's the Florence.
Or it's 10
Those are
to
the
2.
those are the Florence fish.
It's 10 to 2 on that plunk
The Central
schedule.
Coast fish don't act that way. Sorry.
where the-
Hey, make sure you guys don't leave because we're gonna do a raffle.
We're not leaving.
Okay. Okay. So this is the 3rd group back. Any luck, gentlemen? No? No bites? You get any bites? Okay. How about the customers? Hey, did you guys get any bites? No?
Typical for me though.
Why is that? Oh, it happens to all of us. I'm sorry, half a.
I think maybe I only heard of 4 caught. So.
Okay. Well, last year I think only 2 people caught. One guy got 5. It was a young kid that had never fished before. Hey, if you can unrig the poles, please. And you can take the tackle with you. So take the leaders with you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, and the weights too. Okay, so this is Cheryl Cochran with her 2 people, and so far I don't think anyone has caught a fish, but every group has got bites. Frank, what's your name? What's your last name, Frank?
Vasilowski.
Oh, this is Frank. Oh, you're Francis. Yeah. So he's the first person to catch one at the ODF workshop. So he says it's small, but hey.
It was a sand dog.
Oh, Santa. Hey, at least you got something, so good for you. Yeah. Keep the leaders, keep the weights and the hooks.
These are fine. I have these boots.
Still down the beach?
Yeah, I haven't seen her come back.
Sleeping in the back of the car.
No, she hasn't come back.
The guy with the yellow one.
Oh, I think, oh no, David's here. So, hey, Marie, would you drown Amanda?
No, she's still lingering down there.
Okay.
Apparently she likes being pulled.
Did you see John
Tim got the red tail.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Who got a red tail?
I'm the only one in the group not to catch some.
I mean, oh.
I've
Oh.
got pictures. I can send you pictures.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we got a red tail catcher here, folks.
First time surf perch.
First time surf perching?
3rd cast.
Wow, good for you. 3rd cast?
3rd cast.
Hey, you better go buy a lottery ticket. Hey, you know, you can keep the...
He even took a swim over it.
He took a swim.
Oh, you
And
got
his
so
vest-
excited.
His vest works.
No, I think it's because it pulled... It was so big it pulled you in, right?
When it doubled up on him coming in.
It was a big fish.
Okay.
Did I hear you make the rods?
No, that is... Where's Jay?
He's over there.
Oh, that's the guy. Yes. Yeah, these are all his rods. I would tell you that most of the moderators use his rods. No, yeah, they're really nice, but they
I use all his rods.
yeah, but they work really well, and he will back his warranty even though the warranty is expired. He has replaced many rods that people broke on their own.
Well, it was really nice.
Oh, good. Well, now you know what a good rod feels like.
Yeah, I
So now
do.
you're spoiled.
Now I'm spoiled.
Here's another group. Nick and Tong, yes? No? Fish? Bites?
I got a bite tongue caught.
You got a fish? Oh, hey, Tong. So, just to let you guys know, this is Tong Wynn and Nick Armstrong. I call us the Three Stooges because, I don't know why, because we're all stupid, I guess. I don't know. We're a comedy club. But I fish with these guys quite a bit from the Oregon Surf Perch Club. Okay, so how'd you guys do? No? You got a fish? No? Huh?
We got one fish in our group.
Oh, that's good. No, you guys are doing better than a lot of the groups.
There's no wind here, but down on the beach,
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That happens a lot because there's nothing to block the wind.
Yeah.
So that happens a lot. So don't get fooled in the parking lot. Did you guys catch anything? Is that why you stayed out there so long? Okay, Ryan, you're late, man. I know, these are the last two. Where's Matt? Actually, where's Matthew?
Two more out there.
Two more groups? Or two people? Oh, it's got to be Matt. Oh no, where's Matthew? Okay. Okay, so the guy's just coming back. Why don't you unrig? You can keep all the leaders and the weights. And hey, are there any spare instructors? Can you guys help these guys unrig? Okay. So again, keep your weights and leaders. And then you said there's only two people. Then we're gonna do the raffle.
Who is using these things to tie?
Yes.
Could you post that on?
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
page?
Just to let you know, there are a ton of YouTube videos that use. Okay, here's one of the few successful people who've caught a fish today. So we're gonna do a fillet demonstration. How many times have you been surf fishing?
First time.
First time. Go buy a lottery ticket.